Alrighty, and welcome as we start our Wednesday game here as Viking friends from the village of the Skull, Skosfell itself, has made their way down to the lower reaches of Isura, as they have, during many heroics, found themselves in Siona and investigating a murder most foul. The High Missionary's daughter has been killed and ripped to shreds, and due to the animalistic nature, it has been investigated such that people have been checked for various natural weaponry and been asked questions. Those who seem to fail the tests are killed at the gate or sent away. And our heroes, having used some performing arts to get their way in, have been asked by the High Missionary if they could try to find the problem. Him expressing that there are a lot of factions and people are using this to create an enemy out of the Vasselheim missionaries, as well as someone using it in the name of Vasselheim to take control quickly over the area, even saying that possibly that there are a group called the Oath Breakers that might be sent here if this isn't taken care of quickly. And not being able to officially give them authority to do it, ask them. And we had more investigations, ending with the liberation of the maid of the deceased, Mary, who has now been brought into the Crescent streets of the Moon Weavers district here in Sionis. And with that, we will start our fun here. So, looking from above, the Moonweaver's Crescents are a series of buildings and streets that make a near half moon. And in between, you can see that the buildings individually have walls and outlines that shape tiny crescents, making a almost maze that ultimately leads to a center that is a fountain. It is in these crescents that it is said that the divine power of Sehanine, the Moonweaver, creates shadows for clandestine meetings and trysts to protect those who wish to do things in the dark and in the secret. And it is here, in a large one, where our heroes had come with Mary to find a table and chairs set up within these shadows. Coming in, you can see that there is a mirror on the wall of Katha, the moon, shining bright. and below it, you have a series of lovers and a depiction of the Moonweaver herself as like a young girl, blue skinned. She has a cloak that she has stretched out under the moon to create shadow. And it looks like there are those pictured looking for these young lovers that look like they can't find them as they're cloaked, sending shadow. So here on the table with Mary, who's still very shaken, looks like she hasn't been fed overly well, she's dirty. Thank you again for what you did. That I can't be sent back to Vasselheim. I'm scared of what they'll do to me. I need to get out of here.
I'm scared what they might do to you as well. We can try to help get you away. You're welcome to join our clan. But in the meantime, we've been tasked with investigating the murder in an unofficial capacity, of course, but if we can find the real murderer, that would clear your name. What can you tell us anything? Tell us everything that you can think of that could possibly be helpful.
Right. And based on our discussion before, I'm gonna probably have her repeat some things. Because we're saying we couldn't quite remember.
Thank you.
No worries. People are like, you said that. Like, I know. So she goes,
some of us have old brains.
You're fine. Right. I might take you up. At least for a time. The clans might be the best place. If there's one that would welcome me.
We welcome everyone who has a belly button.
I definitely qualify in that regard.
Can I see?
Not just everyone.
Can I see your belly button?
Looks at you strange.
I'll show you mine.
Listen, you rescued me, so fine. I mean,
all conversations for tours start with a belly button.
She, Lucifer,
so you know, none of us look how we normally look. Still,
we all use seeming, yeah.
So she doesn't even look like yourself.
And
I am assuming I gave her a belly button when I did this.
Yeah, so you see the illusion. But if you can look past that and see that she has one as well. Once you know the illusion's there. So yeah, as you see it, she goes, hey, so we were supposed to meet someone at the Alley of the Chainspringer. That is what I remember. She had been investigating something, talking about things that her father didn't know about. That she couldn't bring it to him. Things that she had to find proof of. That's what she was always talking about. Just constantly trying to evidence of wrongdoing by, I think, some of his advisors or the leads of some of the temples. But it was there's something she said that was particularly heinous that she was investigating. So I was to accompany her. And she had asked me to go prepare what we might need, climbing gear and some various potions. It's frankly very hard to get. But when I returned, she had already gone.
What were you investigating that you needed climbing gear and potions and...
The only thing she mentioned was someone who she said someone had been experimenting using the clans people as if they weren't human, as if they didn't matter. As if they weren't soul bearers. But besides that, I don't know. She kept it very close to her chest. I was only recently promoted, and you have to understand, from Vasselheim, where you can owe allegiances to all types of temples and factions. Trust there is very hard to come by. Often family members who aren't of the same temple don't have great trust for one another. When I came back, she was gone. I rushed over to the alley the best I could. And there was her body.
Just to clarify, when you said she was investigating misconduct by some of the people underneath the missionary,
Yes.
would Tor understand what the power structure was there, or can you explain the reporting structure? What's the
Right.
supervisory chain?
Right, so the High Missionary, he was of the Dawnfather. To be named for this expedition in accordance with the laws, he was stripped of his membership to the temple. Therefore, he is meant to represent and oversee all efforts, not just those. Though the practice generally isn't viewed as that foolproof, since you can still owe many favors. But in general, he can't be removed. He can't really be challenged. To challenge him is to be a traitor to all of Vasselheim. As far as those who report to him, there are priests and other who all, I guess, come under his advisory, but they more make up a board of one representative from each god from Vasselheim, who will take part of the mission anyway. And then he sits at the head of the council. He wields enough authority and certain powers that mostly he maintains control, but recently it's been getting a little less than gracious. Many are getting impatient.
What is the purpose of the council?
She kind of pauses. And I don't agree, but at least I did. But since I've been here, it's changed my mind. The council came, this whole settling of Sionis in the lands, well, because there was a concern of the entities the clans were using to empower themselves to take and live in the land. That, unbeknownst to many in the world, they might bring forth an entity. Summon a prime elemental or even a demon. So the plan was The plan was made that we would come and have them rely on the gods. So the
they
purpose
came-
of the council is to see the clans rely on gods more than their animal spirits and the elementals.
So they came to convert the clans.
Essentially, in a way.
And Mary had a sense that some of the leaders, which would be some of the heads of the differing gods, churches, houses, were betraying the missionary,
They're taking things too far, yeah.
taking things too far. How can you provide any light on that? What was
Specifically
his
in this case, I don't know. But there has been cases of... she kind of gulps a bit. Physical abuse. Getting clansmen to challenge in a duel and then using the duel to cause them pain until they might see their side of things.
And so I would take it that the missionary was more of a moderating influence. Is that why he was chosen?
Why he was chosen, I don't know. But yes, his position simply was, let us be here, provide order and education. Help them understand how in other areas of Exandria, elemental incursions and the types of things that many of the clans partake in here caused devastating losses and death. And that over time they would see that they are simply on the wrong side. Others... a short time ago, many of the clans were starving. And the only way they could get food was to attend and be a part of the services and learn. So it's one of the things he opposed, but he had no power to stop it. Although he did make life a bit more difficult for those factions that did it. That's why it mattered so much, because we believe there was much more going on. The abuse we've never been able to get actual evidence of. Even...
So I wonder, it sounds like he and Mary were of similar mind about the way things should proceed or the ethics of what they were doing, and why did she feel she couldn't confide in her father?
Because he's an honorable man. His duties require him, if such a thing was ever brought to him, to tell the council immediately at an emergency meeting.
Oh, if you're investigating one of the council, or multiples of the council, that seems like a poor idea.
All right. So, my guess is he knew what his daughter was doing, or at least somewhat, if not specifics. But she could never tell him because he would have to do his duty.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, he turned a blind eye.
He was waiting for her to get the information, right? Or do you think he was trying to be ignorant, or you think that he was waiting for her to have definitive proof? So
I really don't know. I didn't see him much.
He might be a friend, or he might be incompetent. I'm not sure.
Above all else, it sounds like he's a politician, which
Yeah.
I think is worse than both.
You can't deny that.
When
The
we
little man
talked
speaks the
to
truth.
him and when we talked to him in the bar, he seemed worried to get everyone else, especially Vasselheim, involved with the investigation. Is it possible that these councils are the ones that are thieving these runeskins? That seem to be, at least from what we were told, the main issue that she, or the main lead that she had.
It would stand to reason that if someone on the council was involved with this and she found out, they'd want to silence her. I mean, that seems. What do these rune skins even do? What, they don't sound. I mean,
Yeah, Az would know. Az is very smart, and he deals with lots of runes.
I'll actually, I just acquired one not too long ago, so I will pull it out, unwrap it, and you'll see a skin with different runes. This one, I believe, what did it look like? I think it was like it had like a interwoven ones, and then like one side was like a token of like nature, and like one side was another like token, and it ends up being like a fine familiar rune skin, basically.
so is this like a spell scroll?
Basically.
But why is this different than a normal spell scroll?
Spells, magic is not. It's not as well taught here than most places around Exandria.
Vasselheim doesn't permit non-magic that's not of the gods. And these spell scrolls allow them to get that, right?
Yes, this is part of the older ways.
I mean, it seems, I don't know. What kind of skin is that?
I didn't ask.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah, and so some of the things is that just the idea of the time it takes to do a spell scroll in the clan life is like insane. So spell scrolls themselves just are very rare, just because it takes like months, and the clans don't have like months for someone to work on something based on their life. So the rune skins are a way to actually do it much quicker as you're skinning and taking care of a beast. You can find a beast who has like an affinity with magic. In addition, they are able to be used while worn and don't have to be taken out. So it's a little bit more of a mechanic.
Do they get used up like a scroll when they get used?
So that is the other main difference, is they can be refreshed with the blood of a similar creature.
Oh.
And a fresh kill.
Well, okay, that's a little gruesome, and but I've got a. This makes sense why they would be investigating this. This is like underground, almost. This is almost like a drug or something. There's got to be an underground trade for this. Someone high up knows about this.
And from what we heard, is it's quite possible that people are getting their rune skins taken from them one way or another.
All right.
Yes, they. It was not uncommon for well, a while ago, they tried to buy many of them, offering gold at first, which didn't go at all, but homes, protection, greater protection, even meets and kills, some other things to get a hold of them. It was when that didn't work that it seemed, again, the High Missionary was more let them understand and see and wait, and there was much
Was-
pressure to be a little more aggressive from the other.
Was the High Missionary the one that brought the idea of exchanging rune skins for other goods or services?
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know. I do know he approved it.
I think if we find the person that thought of that idea and headed that program, maybe we are looking into the person who has the most stake in receiving those rune skins. Now, Mary, if you could tell me, please, what did the High Missionary's daughter have to do with Randon's son? And how were they affiliated?
I don't fully know. I know they met, and the rumors, of course, were always supposed to be spread that they had quite spicy trysts. But as with many of the young men that she sought, but my understanding, let's just say, she always came back with plenty of notes, leads, things she would work on.
If only the Moon Weaver truly did what she or they depict of her here.
I think she used many of them for sources of information. It seemed to be what she was doing. Whether she had fun on the side as well, I'm not sure, but she at least did sometimes. I have to do the laundry. Some things are obvious.
Dude, would you be able to provide us with a list of those in the council?
She never met anyone from the council.
Hmm.
But there was always their children. Or maybe a close friend, or sometimes maybe someone they were having fun with.
But as the council members, are they not anonymous? They are
No.
well known.
I can tell you who's. Yes, I can give you the information you wish. If you just want to know who they are.
Maybe we could do our own personal investigations on their dealings and. Let's now. What was the armorer's name again? The female armorer that did the fine metal weave.
Get this up here. I'm trying to remember if you guys grabbed her name, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember her. She gave us her business, but she didn't give us the name.
The notes and the notes don't say it either.
Yeah. Okay. Did you know if she ever investigated any armorers around town?
See, thanks for a moment. Yes. I suppose. She had the phase where she was dating many of the apprentices. I think she went out with every apprentice in town of blacksmiths and such.
So, not just one, but a plenty of them.
She was looking for something, probably. That'd be my guess, anyway. She did. She did go on 3 dates with one of them, though. She just called him Squeaky.
Okay. Now, Mary, we are going to stay here and investigate for some time. Do you have a place to stay, or do we have to get you out of the city right away?
I have nowhere to stay. But the person that that apprentice worked for was Rurik Ironhand.
Rurik Ironhand?
Yes,
Okay. We'll have to look into them.
that would be the Ironhand Forge. His ability was to be able to smelt the divine into his equipment without resorting to arcane practices.
That seems handy. Where's his forge located? Do you know?
She'll tell you. It's in
Yeah.
the Shadow District.
Yep. What
Oh,
time
she-
is what time is it right now?
Currently, I believe you all went in the middle of the day, so it's still kind of just midday.
Yeah, okay.
Mary, are you aware of any practices they are to keeping her body safe and pristine until they move on to Vasselheim?
Her body. That's not so pristine, but it is in the All Gods Temple.
I assume it being in a temple that they are at least preserving it in a way that it doesn't funk up the place.
Yes, I am. I was put into that prison pretty quickly, so I don't know precisely. But I must remain. But the ones you're looking for of Bahamut is Caradon Sky Silver.
Sky Silver.
The Radiant Priestess, Lysandra Lightbloom.
Priestess.
Lorekeeper Arik Thalis.
Dallas.
Warden Zara Okart. Stormlord Dawn Blackfist.
And these are the council members, right?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Cool.
And then she has a few others. There's Matron Lyra Duskwatch. Judge Leona Greystone.
And these are not council members, but these are other people of interest.
Now, these are all members of the council.
Ah, okay.
There's High, Flamekeeper, Jorah, Feytide. And Overseer Myron Tel Karath.
Aw, here you are, putting it in there. You're so sweet.
Those are the last few. Let me get you some of these first.
Thanks. So I be butchering these names, boy. Let me tell you. What. Seeing that she's obviously had it kind of rough, Azariah, which to help Garvis, you see a giant kin, though unlike most of his towering kin, he stands a bit smaller with softer features, and his face is marked with by red sickles shaped tattoos that run symmetrically from his forehead to his chin, giving him an air of spiritual importance. He moves with a quiet thoughtfulness, a brooding presence that hints at the recurring power he wields as a practitioner of blood magic. Azariah draws from life itself, using it both with caution and respect. He carries a staff crowned with a dark crimson crystal and a shield adorned with runes and precious stones, hinting at his mastery of magic. He has a robe that shimmers frosty teal and mint hues, and his silver breastplate gleams with intricate floral patterns. Despite his solemn demeanor, there's something simple and grounded about him, like a warrior who finds joy in earth, in battle, and even in comforts of a hearty breakfast. But currently, he has on the back of his attire a cloak that seems different and doesn't match the rest of his attire. It's dark and it seems to be stuck to him in some way. And he crouches down beside her and hands her some dried salted meats and starts to brew up some coffee next to her. He's heating water and then getting to do what in this world would be like a French press per se.
Nice.
Mary, we're going to work and get you out of here. I just don't know how soon that will be. But for now, at least we can give you some comforts that you deserve.
Thank you. Do you have a place I can stay at? Do I need to find one for myself?
There is one place, but I would hate to get them in trouble. If we could keep you and give you a secret identity and keep you looking not like yourself, we may be able to let you stay there.
Yes. Because it's part of the problem is I was supposed to keep an eye on her. Even if you find who did this, I can be held responsible for her murder. Because I wasn't with her.
Yes, they will try to hang you for negligence, of course, but we will do what we can to make you safe.
She nods. Anything else? What would you like to do next then?
Sorry, my son had came in. Uh,
Well, do we want to go and check out this armorer? We can go and we have a little bit of time before the moons come up. If we're gonna
Would
come
you-
back here.
yeah, she's either got to stay here or we got to bring her to where we're going to keep her, which I'm guessing that we were going to take her back to the inn where we were at.
The Broken Hearth Inn. Yeah,
The
we can
Broken
do
Hearth.
that on the way to the armorer. How long, Layla? How long will your disguises last?
It will last 8 hours.
Oh,
Okay, enough to get her into our rooms.
oh yeah.
And if you drop the disguise, well, there's. If you
Once
can you
we're in the
drop the
rooms, we-
disguise on just some of us, or is it all or nothing?
That is a good question that I think would have to go to the DM.
Let me look at this here.
But right now, and just to get her into our rooms, I think we're okay. Well, we have to get the Broken Hearth to recognize who we are, but we have a symbol, right? And Nala's got her cup, and
Yep, those things.
so we can get her into the rooms. And it's probably best if we do our investigating, not always looking the same. It's probably smart.
So it doesn't say explicitly that I can change it, but it also doesn't say that I can't.
I'm not sure we need to right now. It was just a theoretical question.
Yeah. So I'd say no, mostly because it's not a concentration. So like kind of happens once and then it lasts.
Well, let's get her back to the inn and make sure she's safe and get her with some hot food and then go check out this armorer.
Yeah, we'll start a tab. We'll put some money on a tab for her and ensconce her in one of our rooms and then go to the armorer. Yeah, it's a good idea. We'll give her Nala's bottomless cup. Loan it to her for the day.
Okay. So easy. So check your idea. The idea is to get her back as your different identities to the Shattered Hearth and then or the Broken Hearth, and then to have her just stay there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So yeah, it's easy enough. Yeah, make your way back. You're able to pay, and it doesn't have to necessarily even. So you don't have to even say it's all of you. Just somebody having money to eat and drink there is normal enough. The only thing though, because you did disguise yourself as people from Vasselheim, right?
I think the second casting was of just regular
Random people.
townspeople milling about.
Yeah.
Okay, so general ones. Okay, so then it works out. So, all right.
I think we planned it pretty well in advance with that second casting.
Yeah, it reminds me of what's that movie where they had the getaway car and they kept stripping off the contact paper? That was us.
Yeah.
Important for you to know it's Johnny Dangerously.
Yes, Johnny Dangerously. Just if you haven't seen it, you got to see it.
All right, so then get her safely at the inn. You can see a few people there. It's worked out well enough where she can eat. What would you like to do?
Probably in the room, since I can do it now. Look, I'm actually gonna. So I spent time before, copying that rune scan or whatever to my book, but now I'm gonna actually cast the spell, find familiar, and I'm going to do a. It's called a. It's basically going to look like a dog, but it's a dog that is like, it's like translucent, kind of like Fae type.
Okay. Sounds good.
Called a dog remnant.
So you guys mentioned this armorer that you talked to at a party, and they had a shop set up. Do we want to go and check out their shop? Go talk to them some more, find out if they know something about these boots.
Yep, we can talk to them. They seem to be the best or most likely person to do that, and maybe if we are able to get their attention away from their books, their ledger, maybe you can see who placed an order for such boots that have those markings and things.
Well, that's if they keep it in a ledger. If this
true.
is, yeah, well, we can poke around for sure, though. That's what I'm here for.
And
Poking my
as
nose
we're,
in business.
yeah, I think we should do that. And as we're leaving, I'm going to start another rumor. And this rumor is that Mary was seen fleeing the city towards the sea, towards the whatever, directionally challenged again, towards whatever is the opposite direction of our new settlement.
North. She's going north.
She's fleeing north. Okay. Mary was seen fleeing the city north. I'm going to start that rumor so that, mostly to protect people, that everybody's going to be telling the same rumor.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the rumor going around now.
So you're just starting it like regularly. There's nothing special you're doing to start it, right?
I'm casting the rumor spell.
Okay, you do have the rumor spell. I was trying to remember if you had
yes.
rumor. Okay, yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, shenanigans
Perfect.
are us. Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, and hopefully Nala's sold a bunch of copies of her book by now. Yeah, I do have the rumor spell, and I am starting that rumor to protect Mary and the townspeople, because if they all are sort of saying the same thing from different sources, they're more likely to be believed, I think.
Absolutely. So you kind of get in the crowd, people moving about the main deal, and you say it, and you can feel the magic beginning to copy it. And people begin to repeat it. And by the time you get to the armor, you hear it. It seems to have moved faster than you.
Love that spell.
Very good. All right. Anything before you'd get to this place? All right. In that case, you can see here that coming onto Iron Hand Forge, there is a mighty hand holding a hammer that adorns the sign outside, and the very rhythmic hammerings can be heard from without, as well as a chant. And coming close, you can see a young man, bright blue eyes and blonde hair, is kind of manning the counter. It looks like they are bending a piece of metal with a few tools. Looks like they're trying to work out a handle or something.
But we don't see the woman that we saw, the owner, right?
We haven't been to this one yet, but
We didn't go to her shop before either. We met her at the event.
right. So correct. So you do not see all you see is this person at the counter.
What you working on there, lad?
Oh, welcome to Iron Hand Forge. I was trying to make a little dagger from scrap stuff. Sorry, how can I help you? Work's in the back right now, working on some stuff. Can't be disturbed. I can take any orders.
Well, I particularly was interested in some of your fine metal weave work, maybe incorporating it into my daily attire.
Oh, metal weave? Yeah. Oh, I work on some of that. Okay. So just like for ornamental purposes?
If it could provide any protection, that would be ideal.
Oh, okay. So a little thicker then. All right.
Yeah, I'm quite hefty, as you can see. I think I could take it. Could you tell me what's your name?
Oh, Ismail.
Nice to meet you, Ishmael. My name is Az.
Oh, Az. Good. I can definitely see how the metal weave would complement you well here.
Do you want to maybe go over yonder and take some measurements? You might need a stool.
Oh, okay. So you're looking for like a whole. Oh, yeah. And Nick's over with some tape and is beginning to kind of get the idea. Oh, so you want some over here? You want it hanging down? Okay.
Has he gone away from the counter at all?
So yeah, now he does. He goes off and let's.
As he goes off from the counter, I'm gonna surreptitiously kind of peer behind and see if there's a ledger or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check, please.
21.
Can I offer guidance?
I already rolled, but if
So you can do a D4.
Yeah. With the D4. Oh, 25.
Okay. Yeah. Just because of the way that it's hard to like get quick enough sometimes with the online talk.
Yeah.
Delays. I'm always gotta be a little lenient on it. Yeah, looking here, you actually right behind the counter, you do see there are 2 books. Both are closed currently. One has a brown leather, and the other is actually a metal cover.
Okay. I'm going to try and open the one with the metal cover and see what's inside.
Okay. Looking at this, you can see that there seems to be a place where something's supposed to insert into the lip of this book that's actually locked shut and then be twisted. It's not quite a key. It's an odd, like, circular shape, but you can see like indentations.
Is this something that I could pick with my thieves' tools?
You can. It's a little tough, but you can definitely try to do it.
Okay. Then I'll pull out some picks and real quick just try and pick it.
Okay.
All right. So is that Dex plus proficiency?
So it's do you have sleight of hand proficient?
I do have sleight of hand proficiency.
Okay. And you have thieves tools proficiency?
Yep.
Okay. So in that case it would be sleight of hand with advantage.
Sleight of hand with advantage. All right. 23.
Okay. So you get find that there are 5 points that have to be pressed at the same time. So you get your tools out and do so, and then at that point you're able to rotate them all. And as of doing that, you realize there was like a click combination as you kind of just listen, feeling them click. And you can tell the person who made this was more hoping that the cleverness wasn't quite thinking to go against lockpicks. Most in their creativity might have made something a little easier to pick. But as they go, it does open. And I think you're able to have the book, you're able to have it open. But I do need a persuasion check from Azariah to keep this lad interested.
Yep, for sure. Let's do that. Let's do it. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. 16 plus 1 for 17.
Okay. He goes, all right, let me go get a tool from the back there. Go, wait, no.
As soon as he says something like that, I'm actually going to.
Yeah, she did a success. I just want you to give the RP. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. So he goes and do that, and I can do something funny. Like I'll just like I have like an illusion. I'm like, no. It must look like this, and then like the illusion like goes right in front of him. So he's like,
whoa. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Yep. And gets in.
And meanwhile, Garrus is ducked down behind the counter, using his height to just completely vanish behind the counter as he's crouched down, opening this book up and waiting, listening, because I've got a passive perception of 20. I heard him. I heard him say that he was gonna come get something, so I'm waiting a second before I continue on and making sure the coast is clear. Yeah, but once it is, I'll glance at the book and see what is inside this strange iron-bound book.
All right. So in here you can see there are listed just about every name of the council that you were given.
Oh.
Giving some job or another.
Which one of them is there? One that is a more regular business, or is there one that stands out that has a higher number, a big job, big payment?
All of them. Yeah, I think so. You're trying to do this right here. I will need an investigation check.
Okay.
Steal the book. Steal the book.
No, I don't have a duplicate to replace it with. Oh, how about a 24 for investigation? Yeah, I open it up and I see the names that we just heard, and that rings a bell, and I'm quickly scanning through and looking and lining up the numbers and going through and trying to figure out, investigating as best I can in the small amount of time that I have.
Alright.
Thankfully, I'm a long, tall man. It's a lot of area to measure.
So you find, looking through all of it, the highest one here is actually in the name of Nerith Duskmask.
Oh, so not even one of them.
Nerith Duskmask.
Yes. So, now Bormund is from Vasselheim, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Bormund, you would know that often when, as those who serve the gods, that last surname is changed based on the temple that you're serving.
Oh.
So a lot of these, like said, all of them, like, what's going on with these names? That is part of like the rituals.
So is this from the Matron of Ravens temple? The dust. What's the Dusk Temple?
Yeah, I would need a religion check on that one.
Oh.
So doesn't necessarily have to, like, you could keep in mind you could take this information and
Yeah,
Share it, yeah.
yeah. But I'll see if I know it off the top of my head.
There you go.
Oh, I might with an 18.
Okay. Yes. So the Duskmask would indicate somebody who had ties to the Moonweaver, Sehanine, and the Matron of Ravens.
Okay. All right. File that away.
Because often Mask is associated more with Sehanine.
Hmm.
Of course, Dusk is the typical one for, like you said, the Raven Queen.
Okay, that's an interesting combination. Okay.
I feel like there's a combination that I ran into a lot in my time. Especially on Wednesday.
At this point, probably finding everything that I can out of here and extracting this information, I'm going to put the book back and duck back around the counter before anybody notices.
Yeah, you would be able to get in addition that there's, because your investigation, based on just some notes taken, that these do look like specifically they were made for Greaves.
Okay. Okay, cool.
For that guy in particular, the boots that we were looking for?
Yeah.
For Nerith Duskmask. Nerith Duskmask. Okay. Guys, I think I found some stuff. I found some names. I think I might have a lead. As you almost done over there.
Yeah, and to be fair as well, like, since I wasn't here last week, I mean, and we were investigating, I totally would have had Rary's telepathic bond up, so you can, speak to us
Oh.
online.
Oh, cool.
And that's a ritual, so it's pretty easy. It's not like that's something I guess the wizard would do at least, but yes, he just has to get my inseam here, and I'll meet you out there.
All right. And telepathically, I would say Bing Pot to everybody.
Bean pie.
All right. He goes, all right. So let's be a deposit of 100 gold.
Sounds good. Is that half?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now shell over the 100 gold.
All right. We'll get this. We'll have you looking good. I'll make sure the master gets everything.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Squeaky. And I'll leave. And does he? When I say that, does he? Have
He's
any,
like, there's like a tears begin to come down his face.
Oh shit! Oh no! And I like take my. I don't even do it. Like I'm not like with me and my hands. Gross. I take my mage hand and like have a cloth like wipe up his tears. And, I'm very sorry. That. Do you need to talk to someone?
Man. No, there's only. I mean, I get why you said it. I do have my voice is like that, but only one person ever called me, and she died.
Oh.
And I think I was going to ask her to marry me, and I just, as he's talking, he like takes out this ring from his pocket as he's like looking at it and twirling it a little bit.
Well, sometimes we're able to honor those who we've loved and lost by continuing maybe their life's work.
Wait. Oh man. Above table, can I like? Is he talking about the dead girl that we're investigating?
Yes,
Yeah.
he totally is. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
I threw that out there on the slide to see what
thought
reaction I
so.
got.
Okay.
And then I could like Matt, I could tell was doing like a voice thing. So,
Oh.
anyways, if there's was this a local servant girl or someone that maybe you could continue their work or?
I don't even know if she did work necessarily. She just was. I mean, I couldn't believe she's kind of higher class, and she took notice in me and was really interested in all my work I did. Like no one's ever interested in everything. But
It must have been a good feeling. What was her name?
I kind of gets a little shy. I can't. She no. If her dad found out, it would be really bad. It'd be embarrassing.
Your secrets are safe with me, and I like shuffle like 2 more gold over to him.
Interesting. I think kind of coughs and no. And you see, like he actually is like trying to be very honorable in this moment. Like,
Oh,
very much-
honey.
no.
It's really good for the soul to just tell somebody all about it. I cast suggestion.
Yes. I love it. That is amazing. Let's see how they do. Okay, 14.
He needed a 17.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got to spill it all
Give me your beans.
for the next 8 hours, I think.
Oh
How long
God.
does it last? I think it lasts 8 hours, something
We're
like
gonna
that.
be here a while.
Yeah, 8 hours. Why don't we take a walk in the park? You're due a lunch break, and you can tell us all about it.
Her name was Alishaya.
Oh no, the high mason, the high missionary's daughter.
Yeah. She was going to I mean, she said that she was going to become a Dawn Star, and like, I don't know. I really thought like maybe she was just like slumming it, but then like she kept on coming back, and we talked more, and
It sounds like she was really interested in you and your work. Tell me, what was she interested in?
all right, so you've got him totally engrossed with suggestion, and so he'll
Spill it.
yeah, he's spilling stuff. So she often met him here, and he basically talks of how they would after the first time, the other two times they met here, where they would date and do all the stuff, and he'd often wake up here as well, and she had already been gone. And she would ask different questions about what he was working on that day, and what was it was always like a kind of a tour and what he'd been working on for the. He'd talk about his work of over the next few days, as well as Rurik's work as well.
So basically just getting insight of what jobs they're doing for who, nothing in particular of like a big project they were working on.
Yeah, you think if she was trying to get something very specific, she hit it really well.
Good. Okay, cool.
And you talk about, though you do, because of your investigation over there, Garrus, you think she will, you get the idea she was very interested in those Greaves and Nerith. As well as in Velkin Moonshade. Sorry, I'm on the wrong list, not them.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wrong. You're dead to me.
As well as Matron Elira Duskwatch.
Okay.
Dusk Mask and Dusk Watch.
Yep, Elira. She's on the council.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And before I guess we leave him, if you guys want to do that, I kind of want to plant a seed. Squeaky, do you mind if I call you that, friend?
Sorry, just one more name, which is the overseer Myron Tel Karath.
Awesome. Cool.
Was the other three that she was got more that you're able to get from this, because they're spilling beans now,
right.
And all these things, and that you put the timeline kind of in that he kind of fell asleep first, so she may have had access in there while he was asleep.
Right. Okay. I guess because I'm okay. Squeaky. Just do you believe in fate?
I mean, yeah.
Well, my friends want you to keep a secret between me and you, but my friends don't know I've actually been sent here to investigate the death of, well, your beloved.
Really?
Really. Tasked actually by her father. And I will not mention you. You trust me, and I put my hand to my heart. I mean that. You are a friend, but I didn't mean it when I said that one way to honor those that you have loved and lost is to continue their work. So I will be back for my outfit, but I hope that you can help me in the future if I need it. To find, of course, who's done this and taken away your love and bring them to justice.
Right. I mean, everyone says it's some monster, that some, like, these people who are trying to come into the town, and someone talked about some bug woman.
Sometimes the greatest monsters are the ones that you eat with at dinner, not those that they say go bump in the night.
Okay. Seems to really be taking it in.
Well, you keep on doing good work, and when can I expect to come back and pick up?
That should be good. About 3 days.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Well, we have a conspiracy that goes to the top. And a new name as well. Nerith Duskmask. I don't think we've heard that one before.
Is there anything that I've read in the newspapers or books about this person in the Daily Gazette?
Where were you reading something?
No, I don't know. I was just like, is there anything that we've read like in town about this person?
No, because a lot of it is not necessarily. Yeah, no, there wouldn't be a lot on this. No.
Cool.
I could maybe try and find out about them. I could see if I could maybe drop a line with some of my contacts and see if maybe somebody knows who they are. Maybe get back to me with some info.
You're very knowledgeable, Garrus. Are you sure you're not a gnome?
No. Ew. They get way too old for my taste, man. Way too old.
Fair
No.
enough.
No, I'm too short.
If you could investigate,
I
appreciate it.
Yeah, I would try and I from my background feature, I have a criminal contact somewhere in town that I can use to get information, and I can get local messengers to get to my criminal contact, and so I'll drop a message and see if we can find out any information about who Nerith Duskmask is.
You know what'd be sick? If your contact was Nerith Duskmask.
No, I would be surprised. I bet you it's Clan of One.
Right? Yeah, it could be.
I mean, he knew some thieves can't.
Right.
Unsurprisingly. But yeah, I would try and tap my criminal network and my underground resources as a rogue, and a bit of a spy, a blood thane trained in background there, and see if I can find out any information. I know it'll probably take some time, but
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think so. These are like kind of the three names you're wanting to get something on.
More so Nerith is who we're real interested in, because I mean we can probably we know a little bit about Matron Alira Duskwatch and Overseer Myron Talkaroth. They're council members. I mean, we know who they are. We don't even know who this other person is.
All right. Yeah, give me a persuasion check. That would be like how well you take care of you do with your contacts here.
All right. Only a 9.
Okay. On top of that, specifically under your feature with it, is there something that you get specifically?
It's in my feature is criminal contact. I have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as my liaison to a network of other criminals. You know how to get messages to and from your contact, even over great distances. Specifically, I know local messengers, corrupt caravan masters, and seedy sailors who can deliver messages for me.
Okay. So with a 9, so you're able to get the contact in.
It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, I think as far as you tonight, what basically comes in is that by the night you would be able to have a meeting with somebody, though they're going to be a very shady person, criminal type of sort. So it might be a little risky, just the whole thing. But what you are able to get the feeling of before that simply is that Nerith here, he has had a lot of contact with the underworld.
Oh, okay.
That again, you can't convince anyone on the street to really talk to you about it. Just because, but it was enough where like everyone knows who this is.
Okay.
They're like, no, I'm not talking about him right now.
He's got a bit of infamy.
Yeah, so you're like, huh? He definitely these people know who this dude is.
Okay. Well, that's information in and of itself, right there. That's sort of the kind of thing that I was looking for. So, that's interesting to find out. This is as we're speaking telepathically. Why not? This is starting to come together a little bit. I have a feeling that this Nerith Duskmask knows something. I think we need to find them at some point.
I'm looking forward to making an acquaintance, and if they don't speak while alive, I can't wait to eat their brain.
I like the way you think. Well, do we want to go back to the pool, the Moonweaver's pool? Now that it's getting a little later in the day, we want to wait and kill a little bit of time and see if we can go jump in a portal.
In a portal? Oh, this is the portal you were mentioning there, Torhilda.
Mm-hmm. There's
yes.
It seems like whoever did this jumped into this portal. And it seems like the portal only opens under the reflection of the moon.
Would I know that the next few days are, well, I guess Rudis is always lit, right? Do both need to be a light?
Right now, both are able to be seen in the night sky.
Okay, and do I know, like, for the next few days that, not Rudis, but,
Katha.
Katha is going to be lit the next few days. Like, there's no new moon coming up that we're going to be stuck in this portal, right?
Oh, I see what you're trying to kind of go. Yeah, you don't think the new moon isn't, so it would be in about a week to 2 weeks.
Okay, so we got some time.
Okay, cool. Do we want to go back there and investigate the portal at night?
Oh,
Sounds good.
Well,
do we need any supplies or need anything else before we go there?
I'm sure we do, but I don't know what.
I've got my rapier. I've got my short bow.
I have a very large list of supplies.
I got very empty pockets waiting to be filled.
And right before we're ready to go in, I will activate my gemstone and suggest to the others that they do so as well.
What?
And Garrett, I will have to make you, when we get back to the settlement, I will make you a special ring with some gemstones that we found.
Okay. What do those things do?
Well, each one is different, and I'll find one that looks good with your ensemble.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Costume.
Yeah.
I have a lapis lazuli.
I'd like a bloodstone, I think.
I'll see if I have one. I'll have to check the supplies.
Either that or an opal's always good.
Opals
Yeah, when we get back to the workshop, I'll check.
There it is. Ah, it was a hand and a paw and an acorn. The rune skin.
Az has a tiger's eye.
Uh-huh.
Brynja has a quartz. Layla has turquoise. And Bormander has labradite.
All right. Oh no.
All right, I guess we're going back to the portal at night.
Yep. I'm all ready for that.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure all the other things.
I don't got the gold for anything else.
Alrighty. So, in that case, being able to set the the fountain firmly in your minds, you are able to quickly navigate the Crescent streets. And you find yourselves coming to the soft fountain. As you approach tonight, you already can see two individuals toss trinkets in, tied by rope, symbolizing their completed tryst, along with a prayer that they grow closer together. They're young, as they then move off into the darkened streets once more.
Now, I'm just going to take a quick look around. Do I see anyone that is eyeing this pool or eyeing us?
All right. Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah, I'm greatly terrible at these. Woo! 15.
Uh, 15. You look and you can see attached to the outer walls of the buildings surrounding the fountain are 3 1-inch mirrors.
Have any of you ever recognized or seen those before? And I point those out.
I don't think we did. Were those here last time we were here?
You didn't see them.
Okay.
I think someone is watching.
Maybe the Moonweaver? Do the mirrors look like they have gimbals or pivots or anything? Can they move?
No, looks like they're mostly attached there.
Okay.
Can
Do
I
they
put
look
a
like
finger
they
through?
would- Oh, yeah. Yeah, are they solid?
So they're up high.
Oh, okay.
Do they look like they are in an alignment to reflect the moon at its zenith?
Judging from this, it looks like the way that they're positioned would be that the entire area around the fountain is always in their reflection.
Can I try to track the angle of them to figure out where you would want to be able to stand so you could see all of them and properly see as much as, basically try to track them back to the best place to watch from.
Like the intersection point.
Yeah.
You're trying to find where they would intersect?
Yeah, something like that. Because I'm assuming somebody set them up so that they could watch the entire area from while standing in one spot.
It looks
So
like
I'm
the
kinda-
fountain would be the center of each one.
Okay. Is the moon reflected in the fountain currently?
Going up. At this time, not quite.
Maybe we need to wait a little bit.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna prepare some trinkets to give to the fountain, like I've seen other people do, and I get out all my little dream catchers and I give one to everybody, just in case we need to give things. Here, so everybody has a dream catcher.
Well, if we're gonna give things, don't we need to have a pair of things and tie them together? And
Oh, I don't know.
it looked like everything in there was paired. Looked like it was for lovers, and I didn't. The woman who said she saw the man jump into here, it didn't seem like she saw him put anything into the fountain first.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's see what happens when the moon hits it. I don't know.
So, do you think it's best that we leave these mirrors alone?
Well, they're up very high. I can't reach them. You're tall. Can you reach them?
No, but these two can reach things far away if they're blasting.
I'm inclined to say leave them alone.
I also don't want to gather attention.
I don't want to break it.
So what would you like to do?
I guess we'll wait and see what happens when the moon reflects off the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get in a little. I mean, I'm not that sneaky, but maybe in a spot where I'm not in a scene. I just want to maybe to see if anyone else comes through as well.
Yeah.
So stay out of the direct line of sight of someone coming in here.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing, kind of maybe like on the opposite side of this little area.
Okay.
Ooh, is there a box here? I hide under the box, Metal Gear Solid style.
So in here you can see a few pairs and trios come in and out, given their offering. Finally comes the time where you can begin to see now both moons are reflected within the waters. There doesn't seem to be a reaction of any kind.
Oh.
Okay. Do we want to try and jump in? It's not too deep. I mean,
Yeah,
if it doesn't work, we just go wet.
I have to do it. Why don't you jump in first, and I'll throw you a life vest or buoy if you need it.
Well, here, I'll get out I'll get out a rope
There you go.
and I'll grab hold of the rope and I'll shrug my shoulders and climb up on the on the edge and step into the pool.
All right. You step into the waters. You see Garrus vanish.
Oh shit! Oh, okay. I didn't grab it too. I did not think that was going to happen.
We
Oh,
better
shit.
go after him.
I jump in.
Yep, me too. Cannonballs.
Same, I'll chase after.
Yep. It's the pool party.
I like
A hot tub
like
time machine.
methodically put in I take my shoes off to get in this pool. I'm like you guys take these real quick, and then I go
Alright.
on the other
We
side.
emerge into a domain of dread.
And glass underneath our foots, and I am not happy.
So, here. As you take in about where you've landed, you smell putrid water. You feel your feet grow wet as you look down, and brackish and almost black water is what you find yourself standing in.
Ugh, gross.
You can see here the earth is soft and twisted woven prints. Various types seem to dot the soft earth. And as you look before you, there is an archway that leads into what appears to be a cave. Above you can see the sky, and you can see shadowy, thick woods. Precisely where you are, you're not sure. But the arch is covered in a circular pattern of engraved discs, each depicting a phase of the moon from dark to full. They're recessed, with grooves suggesting they can be moved or rotated. At the keystone, there seems to be an empty slot where something should be. And as you look very closely, you can see a very tiny and dim orb of light.
Where's the orb of light?
So it's within a recessed hole within the keystone of the archway.
So does the archway turn freely? Like they slide around and rotate?
These grooves and these phases within the archway do seem to move and rotate.
Okay. Can I try and rotate it so that the full moon is where the light is? See if I can light up the full moon.
Okay. Just begin to rotate these, moving. And as you do, they all begin to move. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check, please.
Hmm.
Can I offer
Oh, wouldn't matter. I was in that one.
guidance? Oh.
I don't know why I rolled a save. I shouldn't have rolled a save. It was in that one
Okay.
for a 2. I'm just messing around and I don't know what I'm doing.
Halfling luck?
Oh, yes.
Aren't you a halfling?
I am a halfling. It's I get to re-roll my nat 1. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Nat 20.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I've never played a halfling, but I have halfling envy. Other than
That's
that, when he rolls.
hilarious. That's hilarious. Thanks for
Sweet.
reminding me. I forgot I was playing a halfling. Wow, inspiration. That was some halfling luck right there.
Yeah, we'll just say that she gave you one of her affirmations.
Yeah, there
You're
you go.
strong enough, you're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you.
Just wish I was tall enough.
No SNL fans here in the audience.
I was laughing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. So you rotate it for the full moon. Okay, look at this. It's kind of difficult when, as you rotate one, different ones change, and you realize that. Sorry, clicking one of the phases makes other ones click, and sometimes they double. And so you begin to rotate until you figure out how to make each phase of the moon be the same and all be full.
Hmm.
And at that point, the light shines bright. And it fills up this recessed place. This bright, radiant moon appears.
I think I did it.
As it does.
You did.
Okay, yeah. Oh, fun. As it does, you feel light come upon each one of you. And it's as if a hand is placed upon your shoulders, granting you each a D10 to use on any one roll.
Oh.
As an extra, like a bless, like a blessing type deal.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So specifics would be
Nice.
a charm you can use once.
That means we're gonna be really in the shit if the DM's giving out stuff.
Cool.
Now, and as this happens, there is a series of scratches and words that appear. What appear to be two different languages, and then the scratches upon the archway. Light and silvery light as well.
Is this a language that I am familiar with?
Remind me of Azariah's.
Giant, primordial, deep speech, and common.
Okay. One is primordial. And I'll say the other one is celestial.
I got Celestial.
Okay.
I can't read.
I got gang signs.
Yeah.
From the two you can read, they do seem to say the same thing.
That's good to know.
And it says, in harmony of night and water, beneath the silvered sky. The Moonweaver wove her dreams as the wolf spirit drew nigh. With gentle waves and whispered howls, the three's power intertwined to make the sacred place so all could shine.
This is some kind of sanctuary or something.
Layla,
Yes.
do you think that this pool is pulling away some energy or power from the Dragavarar, the blue wolf totem?
I don't know, Matt. Would I think that?
How would you like to determine this?
I do not know. I got nothing here.
Sounds like it would be arcana or religion. Your knowledge
Yeah.
of magic or your knowledge of the gods.
Yeah, I mean, I just think about like how, you know, the Red Wolf, or the guy that we were talking to. God, what was his name? He was saying how like the power from it was dwindling, and that's also what Nala was saying, because she's like kind of like, I don't know, touched by this thing, and that was like a point that we were going to like look back at this totem, but we know that like currently, right, like there's this fight in the old lands of that there is this you know, nature primal like belief going against these gods that Vasselheim bring in. So that's like kind of what I think hearing this riddle.
Could I get the riddle again? The riddle thing? So I can read it?
Yes. What I'll also say is there is a slight difference, because I said basis and however.
Okay.
The Celestial, the name of the Moonweaver is there,
Okay.
if you would compare notes. Layla, when you read Layla's Primordial, or is
The other way around.
the other way around? Azariah, as you read the Primordial, you realize that it simply said the one from the moon. However,
Interesting.
when it talks about the purity of water and such things, there's a different name. There's a name instead of that description, and it's the name Ishvjal.
Okay. And that's in place of the waters, or is that like the name?
It's in place of the waters,
Okay.
just like the Shining One is replaced by Moonweaver.
Gotcha. Interesting. I seeing as no one really sees that, but me, have any of you ever heard of Ifjal?
Ifjal. No, I don't think so.
This says the Shining One from the moon.
Would
purify the
Torhilda have
waters.
heard anything about it? I don't think so.
I look at like Layla like as a cleric, and maybe me and my knowledge to see if I've ever heard of Ifjal. And talking to them.
I would say, I think you're. From where everyone's from, not so much now.
Okay. So, It is. Okay.
And Bormander wouldn't have heard anything, being from Vasselheim.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, was this a riddle or was this just an epitaph?
Shoot, it might be both of them. I mean, there's definitely something it's trying to tell us. I guess I want to look into what I think may be the arcane source of this plane, or like where we are. Like, is it the archway that we're standing before, or is it the gross, dirty pool that they are looking to purify that we're standing in?
So yeah, I mean, so this archway leads into the mountain.
Oh, okay.
You're at the entrance of something.
Gotcha.
So, do we want to go through the archway?
I look on the other side. I'm like looking around. I'm like,
Looks like a cave.
I guess so.
Anybody got a torch?
Isn't inside all the time.
I cast light on your the hilt of your rapier.
Awesome. That's helpful.
I summon Svanhilda. Keep an eye out. I'm not sure about this place.
She nods.
Does anybody else wish for light?
Is there any light in the cave? Or is it completely dark?
There is no light within the cave. It is completely dark.
Okay.
How big is the cave again?
I mean, currently you're just kind of seeing this tunnel that's about 10 feet wide.
So I have my dog remnant out, and I speak to them in Giant, and I want them to scout further and use their keen sense of smell to try to break through the putrid smell of these stagnant waters and see if they can smell any beings, any wet dogs, anybody that's human and alive, and not these stagnant waters.
So even with my 120 dark vision, I just see the.
So reach in here. There's a so with your 120, you can see here and there, past the entryway, you would be able just to pick up. One moment here. A series of dark watery pools.
Alright, well, that doesn't do a lot for us from this far away, but I'll let everybody know that I see some dark watery pools ahead. But yeah.
Well, it
Not
kind
much
of
we
goes
can do.
along with what the saying said.
Could I let the dog remnant go ahead and like I said, go kind of use their sniffer to look for those things, look for a human or a creature scent, something alive that isn't this water.
So you want them to go into
Yes.
go around? Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna have them go ahead in front of me.
Okay. So. And again, describe this creature that you're sending out.
Is it looks just like a dog, except it's see-through and you kind of can see its skeletal structure. That's it. It's just a little doggy.
It goes forward. As you see through it, you can tell it seems very quiet. And they move forward as the pools. I would say this. They go and they move and they can see from this pool room that there is maybe 40 or 50 walkways in the back of the room of the pools.
Mm. But using its scent, it doesn't really smell anything but these putrid pools. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. I think.
Well, let's go check it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's make our way inside and poke around.
Okay, so it looks like they're working together. Okay, so we need to find whatever we can do to intertwine their power to cleanse this place from the filth. But I think you're right. We must continue. And now catch up with the pup.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll continue into this room with the pools
All right.
and try and get a better sense of what the room is like and where the exits are and what the path is.
Coming fully in, the air thickens with damp earth and rotted flowers.
Gross.
A vast chamber is here now, with black pools, each is perfectly still. These pools, you can see even beneath dark, are carved somewhat intricately. Each one surrounded by a series of runes. Looking a little closer, you can see there are dead and rotting fish that float on the surface of each one. And in the room itself seems to be a growl, guttural. Not continual, but at times.
Can we tell where the growl is coming from?
Follow the sound. And as you do, you walk in between the pools. And suddenly you feel as if nothing is beneath you as you step forward. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, only
Everyone?
12.
No, this is just.
I didn't move.
No,
Garrus.
I was following it. No, and nobody else said they came with me. I got a 12 for my dex saving throw.
Okay. A 12. You'll see Garrus. It looks like they fall and vanish through the stone floor.
You want to add your D10?
Yeah, actually, I can I?
You may, yes.
All right.
Aw.
For 5 more. So that's what, 17?
17. With that, you're able to catch yourself. And just as you fall, and as you feel, you end up letting your feet go in just halfway between your heel and knee. And it's wet. Something's there. And the water, as you pull yourself out quickly, you feel as though it itself churns. And waves are created towards you as if something quickly moving within it. But,
Nope.
you get out.
Oh, there's something in there.
And as you notice, you just see the stone as your legs kind of pass right through it.
There's illusions. There's an illusion, and there's something in there. There's water. We need to be careful. There's traps.
All right, good to know. Is there anybody here who's good at looking for traps?
I am.
I point at him.
Now that I know, I mean,
I'll give you
I-
some guidance.
this is I guess that's what I get for thinking of this place as a sanctuary of some sort. I guess not.
The best sanctuaries keep the ones out that they don't want in.
I suppose so. So I guess I'll try and quiet everybody down and try and figure out what the heck is growling and try and proceed a lot more carefully. A lot more carefully.
All right. Utilizing Layla can see across to a wall where you see a sculpture of an enormous wolf. You have runic markings of maybe like medals or shields on their shoulders. And they kind of look and observe into the room.
So real quick, I'm going to cast Bright Sparks. Essentially, everything within 60 feet of us is going to get lit up for just a single round, so 6 seconds.
Okay.
Just light up the immediate area real quick.
Absolutely.
Can I see? Was there any difference where he fell through specifically as well?
There shouldn't be any difference.
Okay.
Though you can see that as you do that, the pools of water seem to not have any reflection in them.
Oh.
They're black and don't kind of take to the light, almost like they devour the light.
Are these things magic? It seems like there's some illusions around here.
Yeah, what do you think, Azariah?
I grab a vial and dunk it in the water to save some for later. But, well, I'm just thinking back to what we read on the archway. Something is tainting this water, whether it is dark magic or something else. I'll see I'll examine it and like rub it in between my fingers. Like, does it feel like? Do I see any? Or like, do I feel or see any like magic from it, or or is it just like muck and like grossness, or
Yeah, so you kind of put it in there. It is water and it's blackness, and I would say give me a Constitution saving throw.
okay, all right. Is this a magical effect?
No.
Okay. Let me see here. Actually, I think I got. Okay. All right. That is going to be a +4. That's going to be a 16.
A 16. You hold the water. It actually seems to, in a moment, try to absorb into your skin.
Oh.
And as it does, your skin almost loosens from your hand.
Oh, what the?
But quickly, you like wipe it off,
Yeah.
and it's okay.
Oh, no. I don't think we should be in this pool for long.
Oh no.
I don't think we should go in the pool, period, if it's
No.
going to eat us.
I take a ball bearing and I throw it into the middle of the pool. Plink.
It enters and sinks.
And do we see solid ground on the other side of the pool, or is it too far away?
So you see past the pools there are these like thin places you could theoretically walk that then lead to these like 50 or so exits.
Okay. And does the stone statue of the wolf, does it look like the wolf we encountered in that deep cavern?
It does. At this point, it bears the visage of Dragarvagar.
Ah, that's what I thought. Okay, this is the blue wolf. Interesting.
It's what, Azariah?
This is the blue wolf that I mentioned earlier, the one that there's a totem of, and the one that's also related to the wolf that Nala befriended when we were helping. Sorry, what's our mushroom friend?
Sprout.
Sprout. Yes.
So this is a friend?
Yes, I would. I mean, Nala would claim so. It seems. No, I don't know. The power of this wolf and the one who shines is supposed to help cleanse this place, at least from what I'm reading.
I'll say, Bormunder, as you look at this, you know one thing about this place, that whatever this was has come under intentional corruption.
It's been defiled.
Like everything speaks to a place that once was holy, and someone or some entity has gone work to try to desecrate it.
So I pass along that this appears to be the case, and I guess I'll do my favorite detection and see if I can tell any sign of celestials or fiends or undead.
Okay. So you allow your senses here. And those are the only three with yours?
60 feet.
Yeah, but it's just those three with your senses.
Yeah. Fiends, I guess, are several different things, but yeah. Just the three.
Yeah. Yeah, you do not sense any of that.
Yeah, so I don't think anything is here presently, but something has defiled this space. It was once holy.
Layla, do you know any rituals or maybe how we should go about cleansing the holy place? It's not really my forte.
I mean, I can do a ritual. It will take. It'll take a while, and I need some powdered silver. But I don't know. Let's see here. I don't think that would work here. Actually, never mind. Hold on. What's the spell I'm looking for here? I know there's a spell that does the stuff.
Are you thinking sanctuary? No,
No.
not sanctuary.
You mean
Hallow.
ceremony?
Hallow.
Hallow.
Hallow. That's what
Something
it
like
was.
that. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I might
Alright.
be able to make you some powdered silver.
This is gonna. Okay, I could do Hallow, but it's gonna take a long time and a lot of money.
If any of you
Why don't
want
we
to
see if we can
marry
just
one
kill
another,
some-
I could
Yeah.
do that.
Hey, you get
I
a boost?
See if
just
we
met
can
you.
just-
Sorry.
Maybe we can solve it by killing something first.
Time 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, it also takes 1,000 gold piece plus of
if
incense.
we were
Oh, that's
if
a lot.
if we were
I don't have that
playing
much.
with the new rules, you could just use your divine intervention to do it as an action.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
but we're
true.
not playing with
But we're not.
Because I haven't read them. I don't know. It's up to Matt. He
Yeah,
says-
that's funny. I was that's one thing that
I mean,
was
we haven't been. We've been keeping. This is one of the.
It's whatever. I don't really know the old rules, so nothing's really going to change.
divine well, you
know,
could
it's
try
just
divine
gonna be,
intervention.
hey Matt, can I do this crazy weird thing I just thought of? And yes or no, and it doesn't really change for me.
Well,
But,
that's, yeah, that's.
I did
I
watch a
mean,
Ginny D episode on that thing you wanted us to do as Araya that we did Bastions. It was on. She loved the Bastions,
Oh,
so I'm glad we're
nice.
doing that. Ginny D's a fan of the Bastions, so.
Yes.
When we get back, I'm just telling Garrus all about the workshop right now because, Tor is easily distracted, squirrel. It's like, oh, Garrus, when we get back, I'm going to make you a ring in the style that we all have, and it'll give you a little boost to something. And, I've got this new workshop. I have no idea what it does, but it's going to be
Oh.
amazing.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
um,
There's 50 doors there.
yeah.
Which one do we go through?
That's a lot of doors. Are they all real?
They're not doors really. I mean, there's 50 different pathways. It looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
That many.
Can anybody cast detect magic?
Not today.
Not even as a ritual. You can't do that.
No, I took a lot of other crap, unfortunately.
Oh.
I
I mean-
can actually.
Yeah. I think.
Because that might be very helpful if these are illusions, and we
Yeah,
can
I
see
can-
through them.
I can do it as
Yeah.
ritual as well.
Bormunder and Layla also have a good bit of magic.
I got fast fingers, and I'm tiny.
Did I mention I can't read?
No, you didn't. That's a little sad. I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, that's what we're working with.
We're trying to teach her. And there's a library at the
Yeah, Nala's gonna teach
Nibelheim.
me.
Books
Yeah.
are good.
books.
I
are
can
good.
read common, but my lips move.
How far away is the statue from where I'm at?
From where you are, it would be 40 feet.
And what is
Oh.
the statue of again?
It's Dragavara. It's this like this
Wolf.
blue wolf. I don't know if it what element it's tied to, because we didn't fight it. Well, we did fight it, but then someone I don't even think it was that. Maybe
Okay,
a
so
child
yeah,
of it.
so yeah. You Dragavog isn't the thing you fought.
Okay,
It's
But
the
it-
wolf that talked to all of you, the spirit. Not all of you, but a few of you.
Gotcha.
So it's like a
okay.
spirit. It seems like a huge wolf. That it is like a wolf spirit of all wolves.
Okay.
So I'll say so just as a little. So you have some knowledge of these things. So let me actually, because you're from the tribes, it's because it's becoming relevant. The tribal people here recognize a few powerful spirits all around that they seem to guide, and some can make essential like compacts with, or not really deals, but more promises, exchanges. In that they just tend to be very straightforward, usually with these spirits. And these one, you would be aware of Jagravagr, which is the spirit wolf. And then in addition, there is like Uframir, which is the bear, Nagastalari, which is a stallion. But then a few others, like there is what are called like the hidden folk, known as hoodoo folk, as well as a particular one, Skoggerset, that actually the group had defeated.
Yeah, beat him up and took his lunch money.
And one spirit that's associated with death, known as the Anskoti.
Some of them we've had, like some individuals have deals with some of these entities.
But ultimately, there are these powerful elemental or animalistic or even phase spirit creatures or concepts that seem to go without the land, that some can be aligned with. And so in what you were learning, as a reminder here, that as Mary was telling you, that a lot of the Vasselheim ones are, they view these relationships as dangerous. That could bring something forward.
But we clearly see here from at least what we read on the Arch that those powers have to intertwine for this to be purified, I guess.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes against what they're preaching.
Yeah, it seems like maybe once they in fact did.
Like they're one and the same type deal.
That these
Makes
three
sense.
might have interacted at one time to make this place, and it has since been desecrated.
So
Do we
need to
see-
restore it somehow?
Yes. Do we see signs of maybe what entity is painting this place? Is it like did they do it in the name of someone, or
Yeah, I mean, so in these types of things, you can kind of. When I say how do you want to do this, I'm looking for what does it look like? What's your character trying to do? Like, what are they
Yeah.
doing to? Because some people, they go, well, that sounds like an Arcana. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking more like, what is a process a character's doing to try to solve this, and then we'll make it.
Yeah, for me, so I'm thinking about I'm taking in the evidence that I have before me, right? I'm like, oh, like gross water that like wants to take away your skin, and I'm like thinking of like the like water or the blackness eating the light. I'm thinking like what entities are associated with the lack of light and eating away skin.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
All right.
Can I guide Azariah as he
Yeah, you
tries
can
to figure it
guide.
out? Good
Sure.
luck, Azariah. You can do it.
Thanks, an avocado. 27.
27. Okay. Examining this. there's definitive evidence of shadow energy here
Mhm.
and death that would lead you like almost to someone who could channel the powers of the Raven Queen.
Oh, like
Oh.
Nerith Duskmask.
No. That is.
Especially if that person had knowledge of the way that the Moonweaver might do things.
Hmm. 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 This. You said that name, and Garrus, I think you are right. It seems tainted by the shadows. And I think whoever did this did have a keen insight to the Moon Weaver's inner workings.
Well, maybe we can, once Layla and Barmunder have finished their rituals, if they're able to cast detect magic, maybe we can figure out the way forward.
Would I be treading through the pool if I wanted to go over to that statue?
So you did see that's how Garrus fell.
Oh yeah, going towards. Okay, yeah, okay. I can do. It's up in the air, right?
How far is the gap? How far is the distance?
40
from one
feet.
shore? 40 feet from one shore to the other?
Where is Nala when you need her to toss you?
I can make two of you fly, and I can get across. That leaves two others.
Oh, it's dark in here.
Yeah.
I'm a bat. I don't polymorph into a bat. I actually just use the cloak to get over.
I can make one of you fly who can carry the other. Bormunder is strong. I can get across, and that leaves Layla.
Yeah, I need both my arms to fly, so I just fly over there to the statue.
So we're -1. Can we, if somebody flies, can they go up and I have
Carry
ropes
me?
and pulleys and pittons, and we
Can you
can add
just-
a basket.
No, just carry
Oh,
me.
somebody can go back and forth because you can fly for
How many
10
people can you
minutes?
make fly?
one. I can make one fly. But Bormunder is strong,
I
Well,
could.
and he could carry you and then maybe Layla next.
Well, we all don't have to go to the statue
No.
if I
no.
don't learn anything, but
Yeah.
let me go over there and examine these runes.
All right, but I'm going to be ready with fly in case I'm worried about you going over there by yourself as.
It's okay. If I have any trouble, I'll just make a door and leave this place.
Okay. Be careful. I'm going to give you one last guidance before you go over.
Thanks. Grab both sides of my cape and get into the dimness and darkness, and you just hear as I'm flapping over there.
That's pretty handy.
Okay.
I know,
So
isn't that a snazzy cape? That's
I
so
like that.
amazing.
I totally forgot. I described it and everything. Totally
need
forgot I could
gloves.
fly with it.
okay. So you fly or did you turn to a bat?
No, I flew. I'm grabbing both sides of it and flying, using both hands to
Okay.
fly.
Yeah. Very cool. So you're flying up to this statue.
Correct.
And I put that picture in the handouts too, just of Jargabogger. As you come, you can see now. You can hear its intermittent growl. Getting close. It's there's a bit of warmth that seems to come from its mouth.
Hmm.
Almost as if it is indeed breathing occasionally.
Hmm. I come to it in reverence, respect, and I touch it softly. You have been mistreated. This is not how it should be. And before I try to do anything to awake or invoke this, I want to read some of the runes and try to understand what they say.
So with your runic, these seem to be written to the following: my children shall be the workers.
Sounds familiar. The workers. Okay. Now, this is outlandish and probably won't work, but I have 8 leftover runes of essence absorption, which I got a long time ago, from the ice tower. Oh, actually, I got 9 of them. Do I feel like I could give some of these to the statue and maybe invoke its power to fight against some of the grossness that's going on here?
I would say that you as a party could try to take that action.
Okay.
And do like a group effort to see what you want, if that's what you want to do.
So they're really not able to tell. So I it's probably been an hour, so I won't talk in my mind, but I yell over, and it seems to be breathing. There's a warmth here. I think we could possibly invoke it. Maybe it could help us in our trial.
Trial against what? We don't even know that there's anything here.
There's a whole bunch of darkness, that's for sure.
How do you fight darkness?
Yeah. With light? And I shrug my shoulders. like
Yeah, I think it's generally accepted that you fight darkness with light.
I mean, that's what we did before.
And maybe if the Moonweaver and Dragavara really did create this place together, maybe they know how to invoke the Moonweaver and bring her light.
Well, can't hurt to try. What could possibly go
that-
wrong?
That sounds reasonable. If they did work together, maybe. Well, why is he here? He's got to be a guardian of some sort.
That's what it seems. Well, I will try to do my part, and maybe we can invoke them with our powers together. And I'll put out start drawing a little circle under, and a little ritual. Got points and 5 points for a star and things like that. And at the end of each point, I put one of those rune essence absorption runes on each point, and using my background and job as a rune creator and a wizard and evoker of rituals, I start to devise a ritual that would basically take the energy from the runes that I have before me and laid out, and try to empower this statue, which I think was once maybe a living being, or at least a what am I trying to say? Like a avatar of it. So.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
All right. Boy. 28.
Okay. Who's next?
Oh shit. Can you come over and see if you can poke and find the other side of this trap here? Maybe we can jump across it. Because we still got to get across this thing, and I don't know. Maybe is your detect magic running yet, guys?
Sure it is at this point.
Yeah, it's been a while. I feel like
Yeah. So
Hold
here's
on,
so okay. So I'll just pause for a sec. So the idea here, as I was trying to figure out exactly what the party is, as Azariah was trying to communicate,
Yeah.
was potentially if you wanted together try to invoke Dragarvagar.
Yeah, I just want to get over there and help out.
Sure, that's what you're trying to do. Okay, I'm on the same page. Thank you.
Yeah, because we
I was a little confused.
still
What
got
we
the
were trying
pit to
do.
get across.
Now I'm
to even
totally.
get to
Now
him.
I'm totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can make Bormunder fly, and he's very strong, so he can carry people across.
Okay.
What do you think,
So Layla,
Bormunder?
you did the detect magic.
yeah.
Yeah, I studied Layla really carefully, but I'm still puzzled as to how she did this ritual casting thing. I don't understand that.
Actually, I don't think Valley's can.
They cannot. Yeah, I'm ritual casting detect magic.
Okay, so what you were able to get, and this is an interaction for this, but so the whole room is filled and glows with illusion magic. It is like laced almost with necromantic energy. So it's almost combined in this way. It's a very strange aura. So if you'd like to, I would say, I'd allow you to now do a perception. If what you want to try, you can tell me if you want to try to use that to find a way to the Dragarvagar statue, and that would be a
Yes.
perception check with this.
Okay, yeah, that's I think was the goal. 27.
27. Okay. So, from what you can tell, these pathways seem to move. But you could guide somebody and even go for yourself and get and get across. You can clearly see which way to go here.
Could I guide all of us across, or is it a?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
You move in a moment here. You look, and as you do, the water, things seem to follow in the water. You can see the water like move. But it's when the movement happens, as opposed to normal water where it would like keep going, like then it would like the waves would go, it just stops and becomes still once more. Movement then still out of nowhere, and whatever it is seems to wait and follow as you all make your way before the enormous statue.
There's something watching us from the water.
I don't know what to do about that. Can I can I take my rapier and go over and should I stab it?
Maybe we try to finish.
Yes.
The-
Let's.
I guess
Working
we'll try
with
and
this.
finish that first. Okay. Well, what Garrus will do is he'll come over and he will use a blood boon. I'll take 1 necrotic damage, and I will add some blood to the ritual.
Okay.
You do this, and my eyes go wide, and I stare at you intently.
And it's not really one of the features of it, but basically I'll take the damage and expend a blood boon to add it into the ritual.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an Arcana check.
This is not going to be very good, but maybe it'll be alright. Nah, it'll be a 9.
We'll take those.
So, and you expend the resource, and it moves. You see it begins mixing and does seep into the statue.
Sorry.
What's everyone else doing?
Bless you. I guess I'll come across and look at the ritual and do my best to. I will expend a bardic inspiration and try to encourage the entity to come forth. You can do it. You're so pretty. You're such a good boy. Come on, boy. You can do it. I know you can. You've got all the scritches waiting for you. You're so cute. Come on.
Amazing. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, 32.
Nice.
My one skill. I got one.
I was gonna say, let's hope this, borderline deity doesn't get offended by you treating him like a common.
No,
Well, I didn't try to bullshit him. I just gave him some blood.
Yeah.
The horse. Garrus doesn't know. I have a long history of petting all the animal gods, and so far it's worked out.
It's scary.
All right, then Layla.
I have a horse
Layla, you got them
patron
over
now.
there. Yes.
So.
But Barmunder?
Yeah, I guess did Torhilda make me fly, or
We're able to get
Yeah,
everyone
just cross
over
it
the
us.
passage.
Okay.
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, I don't. It seems like trying to intimidate a god is kind of wrong. So I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go.
so's telling it has scritches waiting for it.
That's just how she is. I think gods like scritches. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got the horse god to eat some apples and give me a horse. I have a horse from the god and a boon, so it works.
I think when I'm in doubt, I'm going to reach out to my god and ask him to shield his fellow gods' transition and to help make it easier. And I'm just going to pray for his well-being and success.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll your spellcasting modifier there.
Even better than a religion check.
Yeah, because that's actually intelligence, and that's not good at all.
I'm proficient though.
Well, that's better than me. I'm like -3.
Yeah, so 11.
Okay.
The gods are fickle. Who knows? I should have offered it a cookie.
Do you get your own aura?
Well, it's not on checks.
It's only on saves.
But then Layla.
I guess what she would do is she's going to kinda in the ground nearby start etching out consolation and kind of sending up a prayer at the same time.
Okay. Nice. You can give me a wisdom check.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful.
All right. All right. This is a slightly awkward. I have a weird cramp I have to get out of, or I can't concentrate on what I'm saying. So just give me like a minute. So sorry.
No problem. Get them bananas.
Hey, no worries. Oh, Bormunder, you should have used your D10.
Lisa said there were scritches waiting for you once you're done.
I thought about using it, but I feel like I'm destined to get in worse trouble later. So
Yeah, we never know. I figure if I don't use it this session, I won't remember it. Y'all need to activate your rings. What's wrong with you?
I don't remember what mine does.
Okay, Layla. I have
Mine's bonus action for like getting people frightened and out of frightened. And no one's been frightened.
Yeah, as a bonus action, but once you activate it, it's good for 4 hours. So as a bonus action, you touch a frightened or charmed creature, and they can repeat their saving throw. Layla, you have turquoise once per hour, and it lasts for 4 hours for you. When you cast a spell from the cleric spell list, you gain a bonus to your next ability check that you make within 1 minute, and it's a 1d6 bonus for you. And once activated, they last your proficiency hours. So get them up. I'll make one for you, Garrus, when I get to my workshop. We can look at. I'll look and see what's good for you. Nala has one that's just good on saving throws because she always fails her saving throws. There's got to be one for sneaky. I'll look. Are you proficient with wisdom, Garrus?
No, I am not.
All right. So you might like a jade ring that makes you gives you a
Color of
bonus to
money.
wisdom saves. Yeah,
That'd be good.
that might be nice for you. I'll look.
Alrighty, so about that. I think my legs all right now. So, as you all put forth, as you pray, the blood enters in as you encourage to come out the runic power, specifically the absorption here, the stone mouth opens. And speaks. Vengeance on the defiler, the murderer, Do you swear?
Sworn.
Yes. Let's do this.
Nods and breathes in as the runes come forth. The powers manifested by some of you surround it, and what appears essentially to be, looks almost like a wolf pup. Slightly incorporeal, leaps out, is surrounded by the runes and grows to be bright, and then inhales more. And you see the darkness of this place begin to be consumed, and in its place, the pools become moonlit. Oh. They reflect the moon silver upon the waters. The fish corpses split and rise, but in their place are tiny, small fish, almost like of an egg hatch that's begin to move in circles, perfect and round. And the chamber, filled with light now, reveals only one path and only one door. As you hear cries of pain, of water being evaporated like a hissing scream, as dark, sludge-like, watery beings expose themselves from the now purified pools, land upon the rock and roar and scream in agitation. And as the last bit of the darkness leaves, these things can clearly see you. And we will pick up there next week.
Woo!
Mm.
I feel like we need to end with Torhilda scritching the
The little pup. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
I feel like that's the closing scene.
Very good.
Good boy.
With that, we will come back in next week. As yes, we will roll some initiative that and
Oh,
give you some good
nice.
stuff.
Yeah. I got
Excellent.
Remind me, I actually activated my ring, so I have a +3 to initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Get to some good stuff after some fun investigation. So I've been watching. See you next week, and the players and I will do our review.
Bye.
Bye.